I seem to, I feel in agreement with you about what you said about idealism, that it tends towards solipsism. And oftentimes I feel that it also seems to have either a subtle or very strong sense of nihilism. And it makes me wonder, and I guess that's what I want to check with you, is because often in spirituality, in sages that are respected, they would take a very strong stance of nihilism. So I was wondering if this is...
Define nihilism. You mean...
Okay, like in my sense, just a very strong emphasis on the illusion of the world. Like, I've even heard to the point that anything beyond this room, I should not consider it real. Anything that's not in my sense perception. So it always struck me. Because initially I thought it was maybe just a teaching tool at times, or just a way of formulation. I just wanted to kind of check with you because I don't know what someone's inner experience is, and I for sure don't know. But it seems odd to me that, or I tend not to go in that direction of just dismissing something as an illusion. So I guess what I wanted to check with you is this a sense of just formulation, or is there something more to it? Because obviously you seem to take a different stance.
The reason why I take a different stand is that idealism, as you said, is either an inconsequential position, or, if consequential, is tantamount to solipsism. Moreover, the choice that is presented, which is a kind of binary choice between idealism and realism, is between two models that are the product of the human mind. And we have to accept the limitations of the human mind and not see these two models as absolute. You see? In other words, that there are many to be open to many more possibilities to which the human mind has no access. And as a result, to frame God's creation in terms of mind is extremely limiting in terms of mind stuff. That's why I'm open to God creating mind, God creating physical reality, God creating other realities that are neither physical nor mind. For instance, other dimensions. Why not? Or no dimensional reality, because dimension is a notion that is proper to the human mind. So an unlimited view of God versus of reality. And an unlimited view of reality is simply expressed through the formula, I don't know. That's what it means. I don't know. That's simple. I don't know. It's honest, it's simple, it's integrity. I don't know. When someone comes to me and asks me, should I teach? I tell them, that's your decision. But there are two things that are, if you ask me for advice, there are two pieces of advice that I will give you. The first one is to be one of total integrity, absolute integrity. And the second thing is teach only from your experience, from that which you know from experience, and not even from your past experience, but from your experience in the now, your direct experience in the now. You can teach from your past experience just to illustrate a point or something of that. So there is a very... If we speak about something, if we speak about philosophy and we speak about models, as we just did, right? The idealist model, the God's model, Einstein's God or Spinoza's God, or the realist model or the solipsist model. Yeah, that's fine. These are just models. The problem begins when someone says, this model is true. This model, that model is not correct. This model represents reality. You see? It's okay to, because after all, if I give an analogy, it's a model. But I have to be careful to say this model is not correct. It may help you, it may bring about in you an understanding. And that's that which matters, because this understanding is yours. This understanding is experiential. You can go back to it, you can question it, you can refine it, whatever. Right? And then the model I've used, throw it out the window or in the trash can. It's not necessary. It's different from, if we talk mathematics or physics or science in general, we use models, they have applications, they are like tools, it's different. But regarding the ultimate reality, the best model is, I don't have a clue. That's the best model. And because there is something about the idealist model that somehow still identifies awareness with mind on a subtle level. There is a rejection of granite. There is a rejection of the physical. It wants to put the physical in the bag of bodily sensations and sense perceptions without any supporting evidence. That's a problem. So there is something there which is fishy because it's a limitation of reality. To see reality as mind-like, as universal mind, as God's mind, is still a limitation. To say there is no New York City out there when it's not perceived. That's a very, very bold statement, and sorry, but most Advaita teachers do that, even some former students of mine. I don't buy it. I want New York to exist.
Yes, thank you, Francis. I'm happy to be in your camp.
It's not a camp, it's just, it bothers me because the revelation of awareness is the revelation of reality. It is not the revelation of mind. I'm saying that because we may have fleeting experiences in which we have access to a different dimension in which, for instance, we may know for a short moment what goes on behind the scenes. It happened to me once that I had such an experience. I was in a retreat with my teacher. At the time we were young, and we talk about the truth at night with other friends up until late. And we would barely sleep because meditation. Jean Klein was German, it was not French. No, he was not German, but he was in a German tradition. So more disciplinarian. And so meditation was early in the morning. So we, no lengthy breakfasts. Yeah, that's a Italian-French way. It was more in the morning. So on that day, we had talked so late in the night that I thought it's too late now to go to sleep. So I stood there and meditate up until the people would arrive, and then Jean would appear and sit and meditate. And then there was this state in which I knew what was going to happen the next moment. For instance, I would know this person is going to stand up, and the person would stand up and go wherever. I could, by looking somewhere, know what was going on in their mind. It was very weird. So that was an example of an experience which is way, way beyond the human mind. But it was not the experience of reality. It was not. It was more. It was simply an expansion of our ordinary experience. And whereas the experience of reality itself is more like everything comes together. The granite and the thoughts are the same thing. The granite is not made of thought.
Thank you.
That being said, on a practical level, to communicate the experience of non-duality, the moment we say everything is mind, you see, it's already somehow a valid expression of non-duality in that sense that everything is one single thing, which we call mind. It's just that the nature of what is called mind is seen in the beginning of what we call reality or consciousness, is seen in the beginning along the lines of human mind. That's all. So that as you said, there is this view that the world is a dream, people are not important, a little bit nothing matters, right? I myself say that sometimes, but not in the sense nothing matters, but we have to live in this world as if it mattered, you see. The world is real as awareness. The world is not just mind. Perhaps that's also a distinction between scholastic Vedanta and the tantric view. The tantric view is more sees the world not as much as a dream, although as an exercise. There is one sloka of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra that suggests it, but generally speaking, more real than the Vedantine.
In my own journey, I know that I have been yearning since I started to know, and I find myself for some time now is that I know that I don't know, which is what Socrates says, and in honesty, I feel that I yearn to perhaps refine this understanding. It looks like that somehow not knowing is being clarified. So I guess what I wanted to perhaps check with you is I feel I do not know, and I yearn for blessings and secrets in this life to be revealed, and just stay in humility, because what I'm hearing from you is just gives me a sense to stay in humility.
There are too many secrets to be revealed within a lifetime. But there is only one secret that matters, and this one is open. The other little secrets, when you need their revelations, they will be revealed to you. But they are not worth for you to chase them, unless you have fun doing it. Then that's perfect.